What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lucid Daily. Today there is a fair amount of things that we have to go over, so let's go ahead and get started. First off, Lucid was up almost 0.5% during the day today. However, they are down a little over 0.5% in the after hours, so just something to pay attention to. The Fed minutes release definitely did help us, as there wasn't any bad news. That's more on the macroeconomic scale, so we won't be paying too much attention to that, but I will keep you guys updated as necessary. The next thing, Tesla is up 0.1% today. They are down also 0.5% in the after hours. Rivian very flat in the intraday, and in the after hours they are down 0.44%. So it does look like EVs took a hit in the after hours just slightly. GGPI was up almost 5%. They are trending on various stock Twits accounts, so they do have quite a bit of momentum behind them. It's going to be interesting to watch this company as they develop. Next thing. This is in one of the articles that was published by Investor Place today, and I just think it's some good information to know. It talks about which institutional investors are betting big on Lucid stock. You have Vanguard at 1.7% ownership, BlackRock at 0.76% ownership, and a couple of other institutions that have a little they have 0.5% or a little under 0.5% ownership in the company. Obviously, the biggest company is the PIF, but we will get to them in just a second. You do have an announcement by Lucid saying that they are partnering with Say Technologies to allow investors to submit and upvote questions, and you can submit those questions starting on February 21st. So I would like to submit a question. Hopefully we can get it asked during the conference call. Say Technologies is also the thing that Tesla uses for its community to be able to ask questions during the earnings call, so it's a pretty cool technology. Next, what are analysts expecting from Lucid for Q4? And I think this is actually pretty cool, and it's a pretty cool, unique insight. According to Yahoo Finance, analysts on average are expecting revenue of $36,740,000 for the quarter for Q4, not Q1. So I went ahead and did the math, and I took 37,740,000 and I divided it by 170,000, and I got 217 deliveries. Well, 217 cars, 217 Dream Edition deliveries. Now the tricky part is we know that Lucid doesn't get all of their revenue just from their vehicles right now. They do have some battery technologies as well. So I don't know how much revenue they're still generating from any of the F1 racing that they do. So when they release their 10K, we're going to have to take a look at, I believe it's called a 10K. I just blipped on that. But once they release their 10K, we'll take a look line by line and figure out where exactly all their money's coming from. But ballpark, Wall Street is expecting about 217 deliveries from what I can estimate. Oh, sorry, you can't see all that math right there. They're expecting about 217 deliveries, give or take. So just keep that in mind. So I actually did make a mistake last video talking about the Saudi PIF, and Sravan helped me with that, and I put his comment right there. So if you guys do correct me, make a good comment, I'll definitely include it in the videos. But it's likely that the Saudi Arabian Public Investing Fund will remain the largest shareholder of Lucid stock, meaning that nobody's really anticipating they sell. However, they have not submitted yet their Q4 13F, but they did submit their Q3, so we don't have their Q4 quite yet. Hopefully we get that soon, but they do own a 61% of Lucid, an absolutely massive amount, obviously a majority share. The deadline for institutional investors to submit a quarterly 13F is today, so the PIF Lucid stake as of December 31st will be disclosed soon. I believe this article was published yesterday, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for that. Bears Workshop did do a Lucid flyover today. They have 141 total cars, and as you can tell, I have a screenshot of delivery number 458, so if you take 520 minus 458, that's 62 cars. So if my math adds up, and if they only have made 520 Dream Edition, it does mean that there are some Grand Touring in this picture, which is great news. Over this past couple of days, we've kind of figured that they have been producing Grand Touring. It's good just to see the amount of cars that they're starting to produce. It's really, as an investor, it's a good feeling to know that they aren't being held up by too much in terms of inside the factory. If anything, it's if they are waiting on anything, it's fit and finish, and that's what every other company is going through in the industry right now as well. It does look like there was another update pushed out, 1.1.6.1. 1.1.61. I thought they were on 1.1.7. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm in the comments. But this does increase maximum speed for surround view monitoring to 60 miles per hour. Enhanced LiDAR, light detection and ranging sensor by adjusting it to operate according to the gear you've selected. and other minor improvement updates and fixes. Again, guys, this is one of my favorite things as an investor, is to see the car get better. That's all I really care about right now. I'm not too worried about break-even points. I'm not too, like, delivery is obviously a big part of it. Profit margins, they'll get there. But seeing the product get better, because without a good product, I do not want to invest in this company. But watching this product continually get better is what gives me hope as an investor. So definitely good news there. Next, you do have an article, a very short article, published on the 14th, saying that Lucid already has 2,000 employees in Arizona, my backyard, and they're looking to hire an additional 1,000 people by the year's end. Maybe I should apply for a job, who knows. So that's something that Lucid's hiring like crazy, so we'll see what their CapEx looks like this year. And yeah, this was a fun video to make. There was a fair amount of good pieces of news. I feel like we figured out some good things, especially when it comes to the amount of deliveries that Wall Street's expecting. I feel like that's an important number. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have not yet, consider subscribing, and like always, see you next time. Happy investing.